It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hello?
He finds his man complete.
Oh, nah, you good, man.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
60 Eagles.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Richards. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Stephanie! Cowboy 80!
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. First carry here for Kenneth Walker the 3rd. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. The Seahawks add 8 and 3 now, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Let's go. Hawks, go.
Walker now in 1st and 10. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the jump.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Looking to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 70 Lions. Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cup 19, Cup 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw here.
They'll try to pick it up.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. 2nd down and 6 now from the 42. And now they'll shift things around.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 6. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowers.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Seahawks 36-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pass the 60, pass the 60, Cougar 19.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set. Hawk, set.
They'll set up a throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Great effort there. 43 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Cyber up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Now they'll change things up.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 4.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Klein.
And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. They'll run on 1st down. Bowers. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making the play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The Eagles.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
70, Timberwolves. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Let's go.
Again, it's Walker. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
18, Pioneers.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Well, he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Well, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42.
I ain't losing the fucking game to this bum ass nigga.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second and 10.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
10 yards.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors, 54 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this is going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
60 Vikings, 60, 70 Timberwolves.
Come on, Madden, dog. With the bullshit, bro.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. Ready.
He'll look to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Come on.
Throwing the gun, it's Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
60, 79. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
They'll set up to throw.
God, not. Come on, bro.
That's Flores. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
He finds his man, complete. It's Richards. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw here, that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5.
He'll drop to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And the Giants 1st down.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Panther 11, Panther 11.
He'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Cowboy 80, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. That is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Got it. Ready?
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Dragon 60.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
1918. Seven Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one taken in by Neighbors. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
15 yards. And the Giants first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kicking team out there for the
the Giants as they will send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
74 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets us from inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
60 Bison.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready.
Now
break.
2nd and 9 from the 10.
Ready. Panther 60, Panthers. Ready.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warrior 70.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth the flag.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So now they'll try it again as they line up to go for two.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowers.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
A good run there on right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bowers. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
He'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send them after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field. With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And it is caught.
And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done. I'm a little surprised right here. They got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Now 2nd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
They'll look to throw.
And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go now. Lightning 18. Big Lion. Go street. Ready, ready?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the first crack here in overtime goes to the New York Giants as we are back underway.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it will quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Cloud. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big 1st down here at OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that 1st down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Up the middle they go. Brenner. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 27.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Back to throw here. He's got the hook up there, the Neighbors. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A Chance now to strike first in the overtime session and get a big leg up. First and goal. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And now moving a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 3. Brings up
Second and 4. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go now.
One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position